All right, let's get this done. Flames of Heart. Go to the arena and meet with Lupa. The curtain has fallen on the grand competitions. Done your medal and travel onward to the Veil of Glory, where you shall make a decision that make change how the story goes. Even with Divinity, remain silent. We're in the Sita chapter 2, Act 6.
You've come, warrior! The mighty guardian, our Eudicus Arsenosa, is not the kind of echo too warm to crowds. The lioness favors the strong, the unyielding, and the battle-hardened. Only those she deems worthy will find her arms welcoming. But she is still an echo and can't talk.
Where the hell is Ambi at when you need it? Or her?
These sounds.
What is it? Did you feel something just now?
I only heard strange sounds. Tell me, what direction did the lioness just look toward?
The Veil of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in iron and fire, find their rest. But on the long path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned. Arsenosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deeds left undone. To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the lioness's blessing. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsenosa's side is a great source of strength for Septimontians.
Yeah, you just pull out your soap.
Before meeting Buling, when I touched the echo in that village, I felt a layered and distinct frequency. It was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont, but the source eluded me at the time. But now, I found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the lioness gets to it, the clearer it becomes.
She waits for us there. Shall we go together?
I don't see why not. I ain't got shit else to do.
I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no?
Happy to go with my fellow warrior.
Perfect. Let's head out.
God damn, now she tripping.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. overexcitement after the win. Or something.
Or something?
Anyway, it's no matter. Let's continue.
You see chapter 2, Act 6, Flames of Heart. Choice is lost.
These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, oh, all thanks to you.
We've struck a deal.
He does walk pretty, or run pretty damn speedy.
Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once?
Oh, this is the trial loop. Why?
With me!
Mine within. What is sufficient?
I smell fear. Is that all? Together! How? I thought tacit discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Look, it's just ahead. The Veil of Glory, where heroes are laid to rest.
Oh, this place. I was wondering what this was, because there ain't. Oh shit, cutscene.
You are from my homeland.
That girl just now, that was Mia. The closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathia, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cardathia arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have happened to prevent her.
Yeah, that's real fucked up, Carthopia. I thought we were cool.
If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Thenodian, which should be dead. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Thenodian was never able to establish influence here. Maybe it's not that simple. The Thenodian controls the minds of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunese, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there. And it was there she vanished. Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena were signs of the Thenodian's corruption. Therlova once said, "The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale." In this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now, I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey. If the Mia I see is under the Thenodians' control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan?
Okay, so I was thinking it was backwards. So I'm in the present, right? And then Carthia is in the past.
When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Carthathia's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Thenodians' presence. Did they cross paths? If Carthathia is part of this story, the likelihood is high. Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Or is she lying and already under the Thenodians' influence? Was Frolova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the Dark Tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Or am I in the past and then Carthia is in the present?
Hey! Is something wrong?
Yes. Trying to figure this shit out.
Is there something you need? Or something you want to say?
Yeah, what the fuck going on with you? Trust her, speak your mind. Doubt her till nothing. No, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna go ahead and speak the truth to her.
I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths with Carthathia, but you could be right. I may have, and just forgotten about it. These past days, there have been moments when I feel lost, forgetting what I was doing a heartbeat ago. I don't know if it's the Thenodians' work, but if something is wrong, and it's trying to twist my mind, you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior?
Or we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
Yeah, Attack on Titan reference?
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death. But sometimes living takes more courage than dying.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior. Just as you trust me.
It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide where it must go.
I hear cowering prey. With me! Those blades, spears, and halberd embedded in the stone. They're the weapons of the fallen heroes. We have a tradition in Septimont. Touch them and listen to the whispers of those who once wielded them.
Stretching out your hands, your fingertips brush against the rusty steel. A deep, solemn voice hums from the spear shaft. where endless battles and the surging dark tide, kin and warmth were lost, and all softness and love faded away. All that remained in his eyes was the sight of white flowers blooming across barren fields. How fragile, how beautiful, he sighed as his skull was crushed under the tacit discord's weight. Stretching out your hand, your fingertips brush against the rusted steel. A quiet, sorrowful voice hums from the halberds axe. No one knew why she sought the battlefield, only to escape another. She shared her gold, tore away the honor biding her, and torn her back from the proud house that shackled her, rejecting the eyes that followed her. This silence, it is my victory, she laughed, charging into the dark tide. Charging into the dark tide. Sounds like a tough ass woman.
This is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Cartathea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on. Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Reganese, and Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide. His strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back. In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons. Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing. It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator. Just like Vergona, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it seeks power. Needs room.
Action. Well, come on.
More Tacit Discords, just like last time.
A split second, the world shifted. Just like it did when I saw Mia. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blight appears, as well as Tacit Discords.
I'll end you! The tidal blight. It's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why is it suddenly appearing like this?
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
I got to do this, and man, kick the fucking shit like it's me. But I ain't gonna lie, doing this shit is pretty damn cool and awesome. See, I knew there was something behind this shit.
What's that sound? Come, we should check it out.
Lupa?
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here. Let's go.
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
Thou carry the scent of Cardathea.
Oh, looks good.
Not just knowledge. You still on the Sentinel's access too. Lupa's role in this story isn't yours!
Is that Contender Mia?
It's the Thenodian. Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do.
Read the script. Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
What the fuck just happened?
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror
So I guess in a way,
within.
Mia was not in Lupa.
We fear no death,
I brought her out.
yet tremble
Lupa
before
just went into the
shame and
fucking
failure.
book.
Did Domina Julia deceive me for
And I'm
this?
assuming I'm buying her time for something?
I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim, wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction, on the stage of a repeating tale, waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter. The quill will fall. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A ravel of mercy. Pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I have chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
She's back outside.
A dream? No. It couldn't. It's no dream. I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Cartathea. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the Great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Cartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count.
Oh my gosh.
The dark tide consumed Septimont, and that monstrous, half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script.
Then you casually read
Yes.
something that's happened
This
over and over
Sonoro
again.
is
or
like a
about
book
to
of
happen.
plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Cartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Cartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory. The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off. But that's not even its full form. I once searched for its true form with Cartathea. Huh. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get down there.
I won't let your trust be misplaced.
So she's practically good now.
The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide.
Okay, so what the fuck happened to the Echo? The Lioness of Glory?
The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. It's the warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this, and quickly. In a past story, I came here with Cartathea.
Okay, I'm floating, and she's over here just casually walking on water. Or should I say, Fleur de Lis is casually walking on water while Lupus is sitting here walking on like it's nothing. Am I going to be playing this version of the story? Because I know they had me play Cartathea in the last against the Lioness.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimont, but I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
You didn't forget.
I like how that's the Fleur de Lis voice, but they're not calling her that.
Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Cartathea. You saved me. But I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I heard tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets, the city was nothing
This
but an
guy.
empty shell.
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flags and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Rinascita weep and bleed. I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy out of the shadows.
Septimont, can I leave it to you?
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean...
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, you have a certain specialness. Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it. I returned to the world thanks to a certain person's help.
You're talking about me.
I believe he will come here and reshape this twisted story.
Must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet him and see how he does it.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
All right, gods of the air. I'll try my best. First, tell me, what is that person's name?
I'm close to that abnormal frequency. You're in the submerged aqueducts.
No problem. I'm about to drain this shit.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the silver records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the water first. After my role was erased, Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus. Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why. I only regained my name after I met the warrior.
I think I do remember her saying that she hasn't used her name, or nobody really calls her by her name. When I met her,
during our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monsters doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimons once more.
but not today, though.
Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake.
Or not no more, though.
What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago? After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimon mean to you? I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower. Ah, of course. The upkeep of these waters always falls under the Silver's jurisdiction. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory.
What?
In Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt, all gates and passages open. Many of the old routes are blocked, but I can try draining the water through the remaining ones. It's worth a try. Covered in tidal blight. It has even fused into the joints. I'll need to clear this if I want to get it moving. To protect these waters, the stewards must have set up a platform with gladiator spears nearby. I'll activate the patrol unit, then grab a spear from the platform to clear out this blight.
Damn.
Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too. I hear cowering prey.
That's a waffle. Let's go circle back to where that other
With me! Flee,
statue is.
Phil! Into the spotlight!
Need to check for more patrol units nearby.
I had a feeling this statue was gonna come back into play because I saw the blight on it and was thinking that I was trying to drain this shit because I saw a waypoint down here.
Winds of the wild.
And nobody just thought to do this themselves. It's a fucking creature. Yeah, just attacked it. Okay, come on.
I hear cowering prey. With me! The fight is on! Glory is upon us! The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts.
Man, I got new places to explore now. The hell just happened? That's it. Let's see if I can find this.
Winds of the wild. Winds of the wild. Winds of the wild.
Just love exploring. So that's where that was. This damn exploring, I haven't found shit. There's nothing here.
Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open. I'll have to find another route.
I forgot about this shit. Look to bring the screen. The hell is this? Interesting. Bro, is this a new event that just dropped? Yeah, it is. This shit just dropped. That shit was not just there. Well, I guess I have to wait until I do this. So, in a way, I guess this did drop, so I did that. It's a permanent challenge. I'm gonna have to circle back to this some other time. I station back to London. Damn. Okay, so I knew it. There was a way to get on the other side of this damn gate. 6, 16, 11, 20. That is a fails of glory over there. 3.
The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
Of course, that fuck ass lady, and then this motherfucker plotting.
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know, Septimonte's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, calculated as you at the helm. The House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia. Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus's experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest. Winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
Yeah?
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her. I hear cowering praise.
With me! To victory! Please, Mill! With me!
I did experiments.
You get first dibs.
As far as aim.
I hear cowering prey.
Raya and the spear tip! With me! Together we howl! With me! The fight is on! Glory is upon us!
Is that all?
I'll end you!
I can't never tell what I'm doing. I'm playing this loop, but she just does so much shit. She moves the damn fast. And I don't know if a way for me to give both eyes.
I shall have no one tarnishing victory's honor.
Damn, this loop is a little bit better. She got her signature weapon maxed out. Fair rate is better than mine. I got more crit damage and more attack. And across the board. I need to heal.
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared. The irony. A Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their den in the heart of our city.
Yep, definition of real.
Even
piece
the
of
impregnable
shit.
Griffon's fortress crumbles from within.
Is this not the thing Lupa was in when you were playing as Perkadilla? Maya Furlova's here.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable. You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes.
She's coming out
Septimont will
next. I'm curious
host the
to see
Great
what her
Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea.
gameplay is gonna look like.
Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself. I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard, desperate to grow stronger. I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tide swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons. Oh well, it all failed in the end. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own blood.
Damn.
Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference. The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodians' designs in Raguna, but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life. A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic.
I don't care for your taste, Cristoforo. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova. This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge. Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Renacita. Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree?
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate. If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death? I hear cowering prey. With me! To victory! With me! Together we howl! With me! get first dibs.
Still lingering, Mia. A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Where are you going?
To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator. You, Cartathea, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance? Has Septimont ever granted you kindness? They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten.
We were raised by them. You will never understand.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you. Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you, and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh, I understand. It's a flower often given to gladiators. A symbol of victory.
Oh shit, this is where I first started. Right? There it is.
I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore.
She just been sitting there chilling?
The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but he treats everyone the same. He didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, he chose to trust me. Cartothea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever.
Go
The
ahead and preach
Griffon's
to her.
fortress. My city, Septimont. Built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel and not the Threnodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Cartothea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinasita.
forward.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
I believe in you. Warrior.
They're about to pop off with this OST, I already know, in this boss battle.
I swear by the eternal sun, I will slay you!
Disgusting.
From
Later to see Amber's glory.
of civilization, I was wrought. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, a veiled hand of the aged. With sharp blades and silver tongue, can struggle for power and revel in the slaughter of the arena. From past to present, nothing has changed.
Push those fucking liberation so goddamn good.
What right do you have to judge the people of Renacita? Nia chose her end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death. Move. Into the spotlight! With Ryan and the spear tip! Die, evil! Together we howl! Face me, coward!
My God.
Unite with me.
Battle with me! To victory! Glory is upon us! Try that again. The fight is on! Please, Bill! Together we howl!
A human life is nothing more than a scream between life and death. Hit me!
Lucius.
Shame.
Face.
With Ryan and the spear tip!
What the hell?
Into the spotlight! With me to victory! Glory is upon us! With Ryan and the
fucking cup. How the hell did we get up here on a damn Titan stage? Oh yeah, cutscene.
Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud! Pitiful! Cry! Love! Race to the finish!
Good time, appreciate it.
To face death with the crown of glory! By my will! Let this light burn in all its fury! To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
Oh shit, that was happening at the same time?
Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
Yo, there's Scar! Oh no, he a problem.
Dear madam, let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
There is something no one can take from me.
Okay, if dude was able to block, Chris was able to block Brother Thea's attack like this, he's the problem. And Scar only had like 5 damn seconds of screen time. Looks like everything's aligned and back together again.
It's real! Both of you are safe.
Yep.
The Threnodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
Oh, now you want to come out.
You! Finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, are you okay?
Sir, you missed the entire journey of the whole chapter.
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Wait, we're already in Septimont?
Yes.
I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency.
It's probably because of
then
the whole
I
past,
just
present
passed out.
shit.
Wait, Carthea? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a tada.
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
Oh wow, they erased all that shit and completely recreated it.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its source. It was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this Sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Mia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script. Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the Sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders.
Surely they must be for Lova and Scar. But how is Scar in Renacida?
Yeah, that was two whole. That was a long ass time ago.
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. Is there anything else you wish to ask? The central hub was a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story. But because I failed to
Throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use it. Is there anything else you wish to ask? Lupa and I formed a few theories during our... In this scenario, we're story to lose your role. In truth, Mia has long since passed, and does not truly exist here. I suspect the stories... This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identity. Is there anything else you wish to ask? Right, the Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septim. There is something else. Perhaps due to the dark tide in the Sonor. Now that I think of it...
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cordothea. They've been dealing with the Threnodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
The Black Shores? Is that where you're from? And I will go.
That'd be fun if she said that and then just dipped the fuck out. Like, ma'am, do you know where the Black Shores are? Where the hell are the Black Shores again? Oh, I'm like right here. The Black Shores are like way the fuck out.
The event that brought forth the Dark Tide. After that, the details of the story blur. All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets and she saved me. But then in another story, I encountered you. After we parted, I awoke in yet another story. It had taken. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. My death. I had failed to expose the family's match-fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, the last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Veil of Glory. In the end, I'm not sure when all this started, but in those 3 days of the story where Cartothea didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day. Is there anything else you want to know? Cartothea saved me. We wandered the abandoned city of Septimont and pieced together the Fraxidus and the Threnodian. Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnodian. But before I was lost to oblivion, Cartothea gave... I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the story. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Many years ago, Mia cast herself into the sea, but Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the depths and handed it over to them for years. They subjected her remains to twisted experiment. The Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse, turning it into a half-human. Half the last trace of Mia's reverberation was formed. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. It was a lot, though. Thinking of Mia still upsets me. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body.
20 years.
I can't imagine her.
When you defeated the Threnodian.
Yes. It was an honor to have that final battle with her.
Nice ass battle.
Thanks to you and Cartathea, I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimont. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub? Good timing. There's something I need to handle in the Veil of Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place. You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes?
No, but we're gonna pretend like I remember.
For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
The knowledge they would later forget.
It was a secret, one the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel moved it there for safekeeping. Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe it's what the Sentinel left for you, so I took it. It seems like a clue. The true secret they left for you is not here, but
We're
in
going
that
somewhere else
direction.
next?
You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power, but its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
That direction, it leads to the hunting grounds. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning Tacit Discords.
The dark tide connects everything. I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. I'm afraid you must go there yourself. But the worst of the storm has passed. Let's take a moment to rest. Lupa, will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags, and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course, it would be my honor, but before we go, there's something I need to do first.
Travel through a silver veil above the drifting.
Oh, is that Mia's?
It's Mia's sword.
Yep.
I went through a lot to bring it back. The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon. This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more, but she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters. So, I think she would have wanted to rest here. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the great horizon, and at the damn sun.
Our city. The city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt.
They ain't wrong about
It
none of
burns like
that.
fire,
Statues all
drenched
over
in
the
both
damn
victory
place.
and defeat. It holds all our disappointments. And all our hopes.
And the 62, chapter 2, act 6, Flames are hard completed. Trophy, City that shines. Did I miss one? We're gonna have to do this in some other time. Bunch of quests and events. Now, what the hell is this? Experiment records.
I shall have no one tarnishing victory's honor.
I will be there for everyone. as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Glimmers fade into the dark. That's pretty damn good. In case they don't show this, no, they still do. Or can I like go back in there? Yeah, I might not even need Shorekeeper on this scene if the Resonator is, or the Rover's doing this much shit. Invincibility wall. Invincible. Alright, let me test him out, then I'm gonna get off this shit.
The Knight's Challenge.
Hopefully this helps. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds! The wicked.
Crumble! Such is their blessing.
Tell me my crunch is so strong. Of course he transforms. It's fucking ridiculous.
Leave it to me.
That's why I'm trying to put Genuine back on. Genuine on this.
Hopefully this helps.
That's what building
Will face judgment.
Collect! Repent.
For silence beckons.
Charge forth with me.
Exonerate.
Tides, rise and crash! Furious tides! Split the heavens!